Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer. And today I'm going to be talking about week 48 of the year 2022, which is from the 21st till the 27th of November. Stay tuned. I'll be sharing my insights on the same. And do hear the summary part. It's very essential because I will be telling you about the week in general. And then I'll be going to the specifications about you can say the predictive as per the signs. So what exactly am I going to be talking about in this video is to be connected to me, you have to drop an email at vlastrology24@gmail.com in case you're looking for a consultation. Also, I have to tell you that, we are going to be doing the timestamps once the video gets uploaded, because this is number one, a live session, and also this is going to be giving live sessions, upload and they take time. So it will be a little late, but definitely the next day we do the timestamps and it's easier for you to log in. Also, you should actually also understand that no event takes place on the day of the transit. If at all you feel that, why things are not matching up, maybe your time zone is not the same. So you have to just shift the time zone, the time, maybe, today moon is ingressing in a particular sign. So maybe it will be, if you are in the West from India, these are all India Delhi time timings that I'm sharing. So maybe, when you are in in the US or something, then you have to just switch your clock a little backwards. And if you are towards the, east of India, then you have to just move a little ahead in time. So change your time as per the time zones, of course. Also, these are as per your ascendant, moon and Dasha. So if at all you have your Dasha in a particular zone, so make that your ascendant. Suppose you are in Venus Dasha, Venus is in Scorpio, so make Scorpio your first house and see how the planets are ingressing as per the Scorpio sign. Scorpio is right now being is aspected by Mars and Jupiter, as you all know, a retrograde Mars and a retrograde Jupiter. So a very important way of predicting. So you should be seeing that as well. And also, I must share, my experience. I really enjoyed the Maharishi Parashara conference myself. I was pretty much happy to impart my knowledge there, and people also appreciated. I got so many email messages. Thank you to the ones who are watching me also right now for appreciating. It was for 2.5 hours, and I kept on speaking, talking. I took live readings also there, a couple of, I think 3-4 charts I took. So I don't know how the reading went, but yes, I tried my best. And the best thing is that, you should, when you are, doing something, you should do it unconditionally. If you want to give whatever you've learned, you impart your knowledge. So empty your pot, your pitcher. Only then, you will be able to fill more. So once it's emptied, I felt that, I have acquired more knowledge, and I have to acquire more knowledge now again. So let's start the process. So that should continue, and that's the importance of the moon. Why I'm talking like this, because it's your mind. It's how your moon is. If you have a strong moon, you will be more giving. You will be more inclined to, acquire more knowledge. So that is why, moon is your mindset. Moon is your mana, your chitta. So you should actually be more focused on giving others whatever you have, even if you have $10 in your pocket, if you are having that kind of, it's not about money, actually, it's about how your perception towards helping others is. If at all you have a strong desire to help someone who's in a dire situation and needs you, you should be receptive and open to giving. All right. I'm not saying that give away your 50% of the income. No, I'm not saying that. But at least, a very minuscule part you should donate, and you should serve people also. That's also a very good remedy for moon. And also, how the week is going to be this week. I'm going to be sharing with you about coming to the video again. So we are going to be having moon's interaction First of all, from 21st to the 23rd in Libra sign, and it's going to be in Rahu Ketu axis. So what is happening before getting into the debilitation sign? It is going to be conjunct Ketu. So that's a very important one, which happens, once with Ketu and once with Rahu in a month. So a very important transit of Moon with Ketu. And then we have also Saturn aspect on the sign of Libra, as you all know. So Libra, Scorpio, these are the signs, Cancer, as a matter of fact. These are the signs, Leo. These are the signs which are having a lot of maleficence attached to their aspect. I do take Rahu Ketu's aspect because Maharishi Parashara also considered that. So I have all the details with me. I will share with you, if at all you have any controversy, if you feel that there is a controversy here. But Maharishi Parashara has mentioned, I can share that also, which shloka and everything is there. On the 24th, 25th, we have a Scorpio sign ingress of Moon, and we have a new Moon as well. And it's going to be conjunct Sun, Mercury, Venus, and it's going to be aspected by Mars and Jupiter. Very important one is again. Then 26, 27, we have Sagittarius Moon, and then that is going to be aspected by Mars and Rahu. So Sagittarius, Leo, all these are getting the impact of Mars and Rahu simultaneously. So it means people are going to be getting very aggressive, and also women crime is going to increase. And also, we have Rahu energy. So Rahu is what? Rahu deviates you. Rahu is illusion. So you have to be very careful when you're making decisions. Don't fall prey to impulse. You can be very impulsive and aggressive and make wrong choices, wrong decisions. So you have to be careful about your mental setup. Also, we have a very important transit this week. That is, Jupiter is turning direct, and it's going to be in the Pisces sign after 4 months' time. So it's a very, very huge and a big news, and a very important transit as well. See, Jupiter is and Saturn, they get retrograde once in a year for say 33% of the time. You feel that they are retrograde only in a year. So which is again a very important one, and a very common phenomena as well. See, when they are retrograde, they'll be going stationary for a couple of days, few days. In fact, big planets for 4-5 days, they are stationary. So it's very essential to check. And Jupiter is going to be stationary now, and it's going to be giving you a lot of inclination towards occult sciences, towards attaining more knowledge. So you will be more inclined towards, suddenly you will start feeling that, no, I want to just enroll in a course, I want to study more, I want to acquire more knowledge, be it anything. Or interacting with the religious institutions, charitable organizations, NGOs, people will be more inclined to do so. Recession, of course, has hit all-time bad. So that is also because, we have in Taurus sign Mars ingress. And there's an exchange between Mars and Venus. So that is also the major one. And not to forget, Saturn, since has transited through Capricorn, it had to happen. Because after 30 years, this transit has happened. So whenever Saturn transits through the sign of Capricorn, all these issues, COVID and all that happen. Anyhow, we do have a very beautiful Jupiter here. Jupiter is looking at a Cancer sign, also looking at Virgo, and there's a grace on the Scorpio sign as well. So wherever Jupiter sees will be giving some grace and some divinity attached to it. So for wealth prospects, of course, Venus, Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, these are the planets we should see, Mercury. But when we talk about spiritually, growing spiritually, we should see Jupiter and Venus as well. All right. And sun is our inspiration, whatever we do, that is our sun. So this is what the week looks like. New moon is there on the 23rd. It starts at 6:53 a.m. again, Delhi, India time. So just go back if you are in the West. And it will be ending on the 24th, 4:26 a.m. India, Delhi time again. So this is going to be a beautiful new moon because it is in the Scorpio sign. So whenever there is a Scorpio sign new moon, what happens here? Moon is debilitated. So when it is combust, it is not able to give negative results of the moon. So it is like, minus, plus. So you will be feeling the energies towards starting something new, something deep, some research work is going to take place. Also, it is going to be on the worldly level, people are going to be more involved in the activities which will lead to more to speculation and crypto, and all those are going to be enhanced even more. Also, we have Mercury Venus at the closest degrees, at 12 degrees on the 19th till the 28th of November. It's a long one. So when they are in the same degrees, almost at the same degrees, so they are at war. What happens? Mercury is communication, Venus is beauty, Venus is women. So what is happening? There is a lot of problems news that we are going to be hearing. Mercury is news also. So we'll be hearing a lot of news about women counterparts. Something or the other is happening. We are hearing so much on the global level. So maybe women are going to get some film industry or the glam industry, the famous people, who are the famous female counterparts, especially, they're going to get married or divorced. So all these news will be in limelight even more. So all these are because of the combination of Mercury and Venus. This is a common phenomena though, but yes, it is going to be aggravated whenever they are closer in the sign of Scorpio, because Scorpio is a sign of sexual desires, also obstacles, hurdles, and also it gives transformation. So transformation in what way? It depends on the combination happening there with what all planets. So Mercury is with Venus, and there is an exchange forming between Mars and Venus also. A lot of aggression is there, murders, and we'll be hearing more news about all these, incidences where women counterparts are involved. So you have to be a little extra careful when you're traveling, when you're, dating online. So you have to be extra cautious. Don't pay anybody online like that, without knowing that person, because those frauds will also aggravate even more, because in Taurus sign, Venus is going to be in exchange. Okay. Mars and Saturn are going to be at the same degrees from the 27th till the 30th of November. So make a note of that as well. Though this is not the week, it's still 27th only, but 27th to 30th, even Mercury is going to be attached to these Mars and Saturn at the same degrees. So when Mars, Saturn, and Mercury are together, so, you will be having a lot of delays and frustrations. Maybe your computer is not working. It's not just the retrograde Mercury which does the task, but, there can be some complications in your communication. Gap will be there at the place of work. Whatever you're doing, you will be just changing paths somehow. You'll be changing your perspective towards work culture also. You can get very aggressive also. Maybe you have a lot of work in hand to do. So you will be doing all that as well. Venus and Mars are forming an exchange, of course, and they'll be at the same degrees. They're forming an exchange. So that is going to be later on. So I'll be sharing my insights on the same later. So also Scorpio has the maximum energy, Sun, Venus, Mercury, aspected by Mars and Jupiter and Saturn. So can you see how the chart is looking like? We have 8th sign of the natural zodiac ruled by Mars. Saturn is in Dhanishta Nakshatra. Rahu is in Bharani Nakshatra. So can you see all the planets are forming a connectivity? All right. So basically, Mars ruled horoscope. Actually, it has become a lot of aggression, a lot of violence, a lot of activities are happening right now. A lot of layoffs are happening because of this Mars's energy. The horoscope is ruled by Mars. Can you see that? So that's what the energy is like, and of course we must actually be receptive. We must accept whatever is happening, not blindly, but yes, we have to be a little extra cautious when we are traveling and all. Also, we have to make right kind of choices and right kind of decisions when we are doing things. All right. So now coming to the nakshatra transit of Moon and how, what all activities you should be doing during this time, because it's very essential to note the nakshatra movements also, and that will help you understand the task that you should be doing. See, 21st Chitra nakshatra is going to be active, and Chitra is a Mridu nakshatra, is a tender nakshatra. So when you are talking about romance, pleasures, drama, dance, any kind of fashionable activities, buying, purchasing of anything related to your jewelry, etc. So you should be actually doing it on the 21st. 22nd, we have a Swati nakshatra working. So Swati is, I don't know why I didn't write it, I have to check now. Swati is a Chara Nakshatra, movable Nakshatra. So movable Nakshatra is good for buying property, buying vehicles, traveling, journey, if you want to plan everything like that. So you should be doing it on the 22nd of this month. All right, 22nd of November. Then 23rd, we have Vishakha Nakshatra working. So Vishakha is a mixed nakshatra. So Vishakha will be giving you some kind of mixed activities where you have to purchase property, purchase any items, or maybe, you know, you want to file a court case also. That's not a bad day for you to do so. So Anuradha Nakshatra will be on the 24th. So 24th, Anuradha Nakshatra is a Mridu Nakshatra, is a tender Nakshatra again, good for romance, good for buying and wearing clothes, starting anything new business. Also, something which is very signing of agreements also you can do on the 24th Anuradha Nakshatra day. 25th, we have Jyeshtha Nakshatra. So when there is Jyeshtha Nakshatra is a, let me find out, Jyeshtha is a, I forget actually these days. Jyeshtha is a, what I can remember of Jyeshtha is Tikshana Nakshatra. Yes, it is a sharp Nakshatra. So it is not good for doing any cordial jobs, you know, marriage, talking to people where you have to do some, you know, contract signing and all. So anything to do with separation, you want to just break up, or you want to just have a litigation file, sue somebody, or maybe, you know, you're having problems in paying off your bills and the bill has exceeded. So you need to just sort it out. So you do it on the Jyeshtha Nakshatra day. Jyeshtha is actually power also. So you can be doing that as well. 26th and the, you know, first half, 26th and the first half would be Mula Nakshatra. And Mula Nakshatra is the, Mula Nakshatra, Mula Nakshatra is the, sorry about this, on live sessions, and it's very late also. I don't know where did I write Mula Nakshatra. Mula Nakshatra, 1 second, I'll just tell you. Mula Nakshatra is a Mula Nakshatra is a Tikshana Nakshatra. Sorry, it's also a Tikshana Nakshatra. So that is something where, you know, you will be, again, you can just fight or fight battles, sue, you know, all that you can be doing on the Mula Nakshatra day. And then we have the Purva Ashada Nakshatra. So Purva Ashada Nakshatra, you know, generally, and that is from the 26th latter half till the 27th half day, you know. So it's Purva Ashada Nakshatra. Purva Ashada Nakshatra is a Ugra Nakshatra, is a fierce Nakshatra. So that is where, you know, you have to be very careful about doing anything which requires softer activities, softer tones. So this is a Ugra Nakshatra. So you can maybe, you know, be going in for any kind of you know, confrontation with people, breaking up with your partner, anything that you feel that requires separation, or, you know, something to do with the activities where fights is involved. So you can do that. Lawsuit also is possible. 27th and the latter half of the 27th would be Uttara Ashada Nakshatra. Uttara Ashada Nakshatra is a Sthira Nakshatra. Rohini, Uttara Falguni, Uttara Ashada, Uttara Bhadrapada, these are all the fixed nakshatra. So what kind of activities you should be doing when you have to plant trees, you have to buy buildings, you construct buildings, laying the foundation. So all these of construction of your place. So renovating your place. So all these you should be doing when you are having a fixed nakshatra, sthira nakshatra, or you want to join a job also. It's a very good time. So these are good dates for the auspicious activities, and you should be going in by these. It will help you actually. All right. So that's it. I think we can start with the predictive now. I have shared all my insights on the same. So let's see how I hope it's sharing. Let me start again. All right. So this is week 48. So as you can see, I will just show you quickly how the planetary positions are. 1 second. Can you just see? There is so much of configuration of planets, clustering of planets in the Scorpio sign. And here Jupiter and Mars are also aspecting. Now here one more thing I want to show you was that Rahu is in Mars's sign in Bharani Nakshatra. And there is an exchange between Mars and Venus. Bharani Nakshatra ruler is Venus, okay? And it is in the sign of Mars again. So Mars again is active here also, okay? Then comes Saturn in Mars's nakshatra, again Mars. So can you see, and Kujvat Ketu as we say, and it's in Swati nakshatra, and Rahu is in Mars's sign. So can you see how Mars is the ruler of the whole chart right now? So when Mars becomes the ruler, violence, Mars is violence, Mars is aggression, and also it's in the feminine sign of Taurus. So female counterparts, and there's an exchange between Venus and Mars. So there will be women crime that we have to hear even more in news because of Mercury being the news. Okay, so make a note of this, be careful, do the Mars's remedy, that's the best thing. Donate lentils, donate red gram, and also, if you can, just worship Lord Hanuman, that will be good for you. All right. So these are, the general rules that we should actually stick by, we should follow. All right. Coming to Aries sign to start with. So for Aries natives, this transit of Moon is going to be happening in your 7th house to start with. All right. 7th house is the house of financial gains also. So you will be, and it is conjunct Ketu here. So you will be having some problem related to your relationship this week. So don't plan any kind of maybe, spending more time with your partner, avoid. Also, there can be some pleasure trips that you can be having, luxury items you'll be purchasing. Pleasure trips, maybe, you're not going to be with your family, or you're just going to be having some kind of enjoyments with children. That is also quite possible. Success without obstacles and gain in social prestige is also going to be evident from here. Also, we have Saturn's aspect here. So you will be focusing more on relationship. Maybe there is some complication that you're already facing, and you're feeling that, you are not able to do the things in the way you wish to. So you're going to be overly protective. You're going to be more involved in the problem sorting in relationships. So this week, to start with, you will be having all those issues to be dealt with, which require very much of attention and nurturing also. So pay attention to that, and definitely you will be coming out of the problems that you're facing as well. Also, your friends might be a little supportive of you, so take their help during this time. Educate yourself, enhance your skills. This is a good time to do so as well. In the 8th house, you will be focused on yourself and not others when Moon is in the 8th house, and that's going to be happening from the 24th, 25th. So this is the time when you will be having a lot of desires to fulfill. You will feel that, you have to start a big time, a project. You're going to be involved in managing the money well. You're going to be thinking about planning of parking your funds in a proper place. So this is a very good time to do so. Also, their siblings are going to be supportive of you as well, especially your older siblings. They're going to be helpful. And from here, this also is good time for education, activity which involves entertainment. You're going to be more inclined to doing things which involve some kind of taking a break kind of a thing this week. So it's a good time. And just be careful about your health, because it is going to be giving you some problem in the feet, skin related issues, or maybe you are not having right kind of medicine, so you have to change the treatment also, quite likely. So that depends on you yourself, what you want to do basically, and how you want to go about your health. Some people, they really look after themselves well, and some ignore their body, which is the most important thing to do. But yeah, I've seen people doing so just take care of it even more this week. And also, you will be little uneasy by the end of the week, little aggressive, some confused state of mind. So the best is to take some spiritual walks, go connect with the nature, be more meditative, and understand how you can improvise on yourself, and it will help you as well. And they can be that you're going to be opt for your enhancement of skills, going and taking some lecture from some seminar, some webinar you're going to be attending as well. A presentation, you have to present something. So that is also quite likely. Your friend, by the end of the week, your friends might become your enemies. You feel that, your time is being wasted. So that is something you will be, by the end of the week, you'll be feeling so. Otherwise, it is going to be good if you can just, focus more on your wealth prospects, save money more by the end of the week, especially. All right. So the best remedy is that chant Hanuman, recite Hanuman Chalisa. That's the best thing that you can do. All right. For Taurus natives, I'm not changing the, 1 second. All right. So for Taurus natives, this is the week to start with. You will be having a lot of focus and attention on your health. Maybe you've eaten something out, so you want to just correct yourself. Your body, is not in that equilibrium is missing. So you will be focusing more on your health even more. And also there can be some complication that you can have with your partner or with your colleagues during this time. And maybe you'll be spending something on electronic gadgets this week. So make sure that you buy the right kind of product. Don't get carried away. Somebody has referred and you buy, and then you feel that, oh, why did I do that? So just make sure that you do not fall prey to the wrong advice. Also, investments, you will be making some investments during this week, especially during the start of the week. There is a very strong probability that you will be having some money which is going to be fixed, or you're going to be parking some money somewhere, or there are major expenditures and you're trying to control or cut down on those as well. Also, this can lead to some changes, change of residence, place where you are. So this week is a very crucial and a very important week for that reason also. And it is giving you some inclination to start reading books, and, you're going to be doing some extra research work during this time. So that's good, but don't deviate from that path. You should not opt for anything which is not going to enhance you as a person, as a learner. So do something which actually is really essential for you and which enhances you as a person as well. And don't fall prey to false news as well. There can be that you're hearing too much of news, and there's a lot of fear mongering. So make sure that you are not getting carried away with that as well. Lastly, you will be by the end of the week, you should be actually very well equipped as to what all activities you are involved in. Are you wasting your time? Are you really concentrating on the right things? And how is your relationship? How you can build on that relationship with your partner, relationship with your partner's family, anything to do with your relationship you want to focus on towards the end of the week, that you should be doing. On your financials, give some time to yourself also. Maybe connecting with your children might help you. They might just be going overseas. You're working on that. And also it is possible that you're having some kind of, by the end of the week, especially, you're going to be modifying your place where you live. It's quite likely. And by the end of the week, you should be taking care of your health also, because of the maybe something which is, blood related, you're not focusing more on. So you should be taking good care of that as well. All right. And by the end of the week, there can be that your partner is traveling overseas or abroad, or there's some change at the place of work for the partner. Okay, so let me know if that matched up. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this week starts with a beautiful start. In fact, you're going to be thinking of acquiring knowledge. You're thinking of imparting knowledge also. So you have a very good connection with people who are very well learned, intelligent, So this is going to be enhancing you as a person, as well as your skills, as well as your knowledge. So acquire more knowledge, focus on paying attention to the nitty-gritties rather than going in for the bigger picture. You're thinking that, oh, let me do this, let me do that, but that's not going to help you. You will be jack of all trades, master of none if you keep on focusing on 10 things at a time. So focus on one thing at a time, complete it, and then focus on the other. So get into the details of everything before jumping into conclusion. Look at the financial aspects very carefully. Don't go in for major expenditures, maybe buying a laptop, buying a expensive cell phone. That might be the week, where you are going to be investing more. So don't fall prey to the things which are really not required. Don't waste money over there. All right. And also, in relationship, you might just feel that, there are certain things that you have to figure out, you have to work through. Maybe your uncle is in the hospital, you have to visit, or maybe, in your relationship, you have to pay attention to even more. Your uncle, your aunt, or maybe your sister or brother, you have to pay attention to. So give some time to them, and also balance things out at the place of work. The work and life should be balanced. The equilibrium should be maintained. Saturn is inching towards the 9th house. Again, it's going to be getting better. Your health is improving. Things are getting better. Financially, you're growing as well. So this is a very beautiful time, beautiful clustering of planets in your 6th house. Definitely, it is going to elevate you. And also your connectivity with people is going to be more now. You're going to be more interactive, traveling. Also, any kind of health checkups are also coming your way this week. So in case you want to change the doctor, you should be planning that as well. All right. It's a good time. It's a good week. And chant Hanuman Chalisa because Mars is in your 12th house, and there's an exchange between Venus and Mars as well. So try doing things which actually, uplift you. At the same time, just be more into the meditative zone. Talk less, and hear. Don't hear. You hear everything, but don't follow everything whatever the others are asking you to do. All right. This is a good week for you, though. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this is the week where you will be having a lot of energy towards your childhood. You're contemplating on the past. You're introspecting, okay, I've done this, I've done that, I've missed out on this, I've missed out on that. So think about it. Just look for that missing link in life. There is something which is bothering you, all the time. There's a separative tendency. You're working harder. You have a lot of work, a lot of tension at the place of work. Also, people are not understanding you. There are so many layoffs happening. People are really losing their jobs left, right, etc. Big time recession. So you have to be well prepared for your, when it's good time. It's good if you can make hay when it's sunny. So you should be actually spending more time building your assets right now, from now itself. Connect, join the dots. How you can be more, how you can enhance yourself to be a better, worker. How you can be a better version of yourself. So pay attention to things which actually will enhance you as a person. Take the help of your siblings, take the help of your partner. They will be more helpful and they will guide you through. There is a possibility you come across somebody during this week, somebody who is going to be there for your life, somebody who's going to be helping you. So take that advice and take that help also. It is going to be really great if you can use this time for for building the relationships, because people are now dependent on each other rather than on the material things. This is the era which we are heading to now. All right. Some innovation, some research work is going to be happening this week. Some innovation definitely is going to be on cards. Anything new will come up. Suddenly you will spend more time, in investigating things, how you can, maybe improvise on yourself at the place of work, how you can get that promotion that you have been waiting for. So this is the week when you will be actually getting into that zone, or maybe you will get it also, your father, your guru. Jupiter is getting direct, so you will be getting onto the zone where you will be making travel plans, learning more, enhancing your education, enrolling in the courses or the webinars or the seminars, which will uplift you also. So this is a very good week for if you are a learner, if you are a student yourself. We all are learning, in the process of learning, but sometimes what happens, we just ignore certain things which really require to be brushed up. So maybe, these things will help you. Okay, pick up those books which you have not touched from a long time. Refer those books. It'll be good for you. There's a new moon also in your fifth house. So maybe with children, you will be getting connected in a very different way. The bonding and the chemistry is going to be changing, and it's going to be bringing about the new version of your bonding with each other. And children might be also spending more time in studying or working out or maybe traveling. So all that is also quite likely. And also, change the kind of dietary habits you have. This is not the week when you will be having good, maybe you can have bloatedness, you can have gastric, and your gastric acidity is there. So eat right kind of foods. Maybe long working hours and you're not eating right, or maybe you're eating too much. Jupiter is also there and it's getting direct, it's looking at your first house. So you have to be extra cautious about your weight also. Be more cautious. You can be gaining weight, or maybe you're losing weight, depends on your personal chart, of course. All right. And I think, yeah. And also, I have seen people who have a very strong women counterpart at the place of work, they might be just, doing little, they might be feeling a little uneasy because of that also. Maybe there's a lot of competition that you have to deal with. So just let go of it. Take the help and advice and support of the women counterparts. They will be definitely helpful. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. So this week, Leo, you have a very good time to travel. In case you want to travel, if you want to communicate your mind with others. Also, you have to plan your journeys. You can be doing that as well. Anything to do with acquiring knowledge is good for you right now. And also maybe writing, publishing, correspondence, all that you are going to be. That is the actually major highlight of the week. So follow the right kind of path and make money in the right way. Don't follow the path actually, which is shown by somebody who is very unconventional kinds. You think that, this is the right path, but maybe it isn't. So be more wise in selecting what you want to do. Or maybe, you're going towards the other side of the gurus and the people who are into spirituality. They are showing you a wrong path maybe. So right kind of guru at the right time will be helpful, but this is not the right kind of time. Jupiter is turning direct this week, so things are actually improving because it's the 8th house energy, which is actually going to be depleting now because of Jupiter's exit from there. So you will have a lot of improvement in all spheres of life, your health, your wealth, your connection with your partner. You're going to be getting a lot of clarity also. Saturn is also going to be leaving the zone. Next year, Saturn will be aspecting Rahu and Jupiter together as, we are heading to Jupiter's ingress in April in the sign of Aries. So that's the time when Saturn from Aquarius will be aspecting. So before that, be prepared, in case you have to plan your journeys, plan your studies, education, or any kind of courses that you have to enroll. So you should be doing it from this year so that you can start next year. All right. And any kind of improvement, changes at the home front is most welcome. Any kind of changes at the place of work is also quite likely this week. Maybe, there is some department change, policy, rules, etc. changing. Women counterparts are coming, are being hired more, and there are layoffs for the male members more. So that is also quite likely. And follow a strict diet, as I said. Also, take care of your teeth region in case you're having some tooth problems. So you should be looking after yourself. Also, skin related issues if you have, or stomach related issues if you have, you should be taking good precautions, and don't eat outside food. Avoid. All right. Also, this is a by the middle of the week, I can see that there is a likelihood that your mother is going to have some health issues. So take care of your mom, and definitely a very good time for starting any new subject, educating yourself, definitely on cards. All right. And I think, yeah, it's a good week for you, in fact. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week, you are going to be considering your financials very well. Your focus is more on enhancing money out of money, how you can build your empire. You have a lot of energy right now, aggression, or we can say impulse, or whatever, which is positive. Actually, aggression is also positive if it is channelized well. So maybe, with the female counterparts at the place of work, you will be getting a lot of support, or maybe you need that kind of support. Luck is going to be by your side, whatever you do. Maybe, you can take up your the remedies that you have already been doing, or you want to start some remedies. So this is the week when you should be doing it. There's a lot of energy in the 8th sign of the natural zodiac that is also about research, about transformation. So you're going to be transforming as far as your writing skills are concerned, correspondence is concerned. You're going to be enhancing yourself as a person also. So you're going to be getting connected with people who are going to be actually improvising on you, will be helpful in improvising on you this week. Very, very strong yoga, which is forming. Also, we have a Jupiter looking in the Kendra, looking at the first house. So it is actually the main pillar which is holding everything up right now. So take care of your health. Rahu energy is right next to the Jupiter's energy. So you have to take care. It's like a Guru Chandal, because now Jupiter is turning direct and is moving towards your 8th house. So you have to be taking care of your thought process, how you can maybe, not get influenced by the negatives of around you. Maybe, there are people who will be influencing you in a negative manner. Let's go for a movie. Let's go for a, dance or something like that, which is going to waste your time. So you do not fall prey to it, pay attention to the nitty-gritties rather than, the bigger picture. You will get it. You will go there, but, it will be a gradual increase gradual movement. Also, it is a good time for starting any education as a love relationship. As far as the love relationship is concerned, this is not a good time to start any new relationship. But yes, getting married, if you're in a relationship already, so you will be actually proposing that person. So all that is positive, but not good for getting into a new relationship. That's not going to be happening. And also any kind of major shifts at the home front, or you are going to be changing some residence, a job, all that is also likely, quite likely. And we do have Venus, and Mercury at war. So maybe, you will have some trouble saving your money. You will be spending unnecessarily on things which you really don't need, or maybe you are booked the tickets, travel plans have been done, and then you have to change last minute, so you lose money, of course. Okay, so that is quite likely during the middle of towards the end of the week. So make sure that everything is intact. Your health you have to take care of. You have to take care while addressing your communicating with people. Any issues that you have to address, you can be doing that as well. But it will be a very important week to communicate. How you communicate definitely depends on your personal chart. All right, what you can communicate, that is also very essential to note. But yeah, Mars and Mercury are right opposite. So Mercury is communication and Mars is aggression. So maybe your communication with people becomes, or with your siblings, your neighbors, it becomes very rude, very aggressive, and you don't want to invite them home also. All right, coming to the next one, that is Libra. For Libra, this week you will be focused more on your looks. Maybe you will go in for that haircut that you have been longing or waiting for from a long, long time. Going to get it trimmed, looking handsome, looking very pretty. All that is going to come your way. Any kind of cosmetic thing you are going to be doing, you are planning doing this week. And dental issues you are having, eyesight trouble if you're having, you're going to be going to the doctor and getting it done. See, avoid the new moon time, on the 23rd and 24th, when it is new moon, you should avoid from 6:53 a.m. 23rd of November till the 4:26 a.m. So for good 24 hours, 24 hours, or maybe 22 hours, you should avoid these kinds of procedures, where you require, you have to build on in future. You want to look good, you want to buy something, you want to invest somewhere. So avoid the and surgical process. You should never do it on the new moon, full moon times. But otherwise, you can just see if you have a strong moon, you have a strong Venus and Jupiter. So you can go ahead with it. It's not going to be a troublesome thing if you have to go in for the surgery. Moon's position that day is very essential when you're performing the surgery. All right. And also, you have malefic influence a lot in the Kendra. So you will be having a lot of disturbances, a lot of changes, the ripple effect, as I say. So there are certain changes coming your way. And also, you're going to be interacting very less with your own people right now. A partner becomes very unconventional, very secluded, isolated. Maybe he or she is not living with you, traveling abroad even more than frequent. It's frequent as compared to the past few months. So you're going to be having that separation, forced separation because of work. So just accept it. That's also possible. And good time for student natives in case they have to go to the foreign land. That is something which is very positive again. Venus and Mercury are conjunct together with the 11th Lord. So good for Dana Yoga. It's a good Dana Yoga. So in case you want to make money right now in transit, definitely it's a temporary phenomena, but yes, you can be doing it as well. All right. Coming to the, you can recite Saraswati chants. It'll be good for you. All right. And coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. If I miss out on something, please do let me know. If you want to know something in particular, I will add it up. Okay. Litigation and all is just see for yourself if there are malefic planets in the 6th house, 12th house. So litigation is quite possible, so you just have to take care of filing the lawsuits right now. For Scorpio especially, Rahu is there, so there can be issues. So for Scorpio natives, this is the week when you will be traveling, you will be making plans to study overseas. You're already thinking of the luck is by your side, or the luck is coming from the foreign lands. Maybe you'll be connecting with the foreigners even more. This is not the time to get into any kind of new relationship. Just try to sustain and build on the past relationship. In case you have somebody who's proposing you online, be careful, check very wisely. Just don't fall prey to the frauds, and the kind of cheats are there. They are really ditching people like anything. So you have to be careful about that. Don't pay anything anywhere. Also, this is the time when you will be focused more on yourself. You'll be enhancing yourself as a person, how you can be helpful to others. All that should be there rather than getting very excited and agitated. Unnecessary agitation is not required. That aggression, you should try to focus more on the aggression towards the positive. See, when there is a lot of energy, how do you vent it out? You have to focus it, channelize it towards the right things, towards the better things. So it will be definitely helpful. Otherwise, it will be a waste of energy and time of yours only. Also, financial planning is going to be actually very important for you. You should be doing that, whatever you have to, and park your funds well, because, Mars and Rahu both are looking at your 2nd house. So this will actually give you inclination to spend more, be more flamboyant, show off. Oh, I have this kind of money, and look at my stuff. I have a lot of things at home and all that, showing off. That flamboyancy you have to cut down on. All right. Otherwise, it's a good transit of moon and interaction of moon with the other planets. There is a new moon also happening over your 1st house. So this is a very good time for initiating something new, some new beginnings. coming your way. So as it's in the first house, so it will give you a lot of energy towards research also. In case you want to get into any kind of business, you can be doing that as well. So very positive time. And health wise also, you have to be a little extra careful. Rahu is in the 6th house. Take care of your health. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, this transit of Moon is happening over your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses this week. So you're going to be having a lot of issues to tackle at the community that you move around in. There is a complication in relationship with your friends, the circle that you move around in, the community you are connected to, the friends, the outside world also. This is the 6th house from the 6th. So this can be giving you some health issues. Take care of your health issues, mental health issues also you have to combat. So take care of your environment you are in. It should be friendly. There should be friends around you rather than, breaking up and moving on because of your ego. Don't have ego clashes with anyone. That's going to help you also and enhance you as a person. There is a likelihood that you are going to be spending more on things which you really won't be using in future. So make sure buy things only what you really need. Don't get carried away and keep buying, things which are going to be a sheer waste of money. All right. There is a likelihood that you are going to be changing the place. Your children are going to be changing the place where they are, the place of abode, or maybe you'll be going in for some lecture or webinar or, something, where you are learning and acquiring more knowledge. Quite possible. And this is the time when you will be a changed person. Invest time in yourself rather than wasting it on others. This is not the time to actually, just ignore yourself and pay attention to things which are really meaningless. Be careful about that. And don't be self-destructive. It can be that you're very stubborn and, there's a lot of ego clash that is happening with the other planets. So you're going to be feeling the brunt of that, like whatever you've planned might not work your way, because there is a lot of ego clash which is happening with the other people around you, with the other planets. Sun is actually seated, so this will give you some ego clashes. There's an exchange between Venus and Mars also. So maybe you're going to be joining a new course related or connected to engineering. So that is also going to be helpful for you. It is going to enhance you also, uplift you as well. Good profession, in fact. So for health, you have to be careful because there's a Mars in the 6th house and there's an exchange also. So take care of your health. It will give you health issues, but it will resolve and solve the health issues also. You'll be getting the cure as well in the 6th house. All right, don't worry. You should be chanting Hanuman Chalisa. You should be chanting recite every morning Hanuman Chalisa, at least for once. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. I hope I'm devoting similar kind of time to everybody. If there isn't, then please write and see how you can. Yeah. Okay, so coming to Capricorn. So for Capricorn, there is a lot of maleficence attached to your Kendra. Your projects are delayed indefinitely. You feel that you're putting a lot of hard work, not happening. At the place of work, there are people who are backstabbing you off and on. They're not listening to or maybe there are certain gossips that you're involved in and you have a blemish on your image. So you have to be extra careful about your surroundings. Don't fall prey. There can be some delays, some frustrations, but at the same time there will be some relief as well coming through, because Jupiter is definitely going to be putting up that saving grace for you. It's going to be looking at your 7th house, your planets in the 11th house as well. So you are going to be having a lot of energy towards doing tasks or innovation with your community, with your friends. You're going to be spending more time there. Also, maybe some friends come home and you're working on some projects, quite likely. Children, students, and your own family, extended family, they might just come and get the counseling from you. You're going to be a very good consultant. You're going to be a very good counselor. Quite likely that you're going to be very much involved in the activities even more. No laziness, no question arises of laziness. Jupiter is also looking at your 7th house, so definitely marriage is on cards in case you're planning to, or maybe you're going to be dating somebody seriously now. It's not going to be a superficial kind of a relationship. There is a yoga of Mercury, Venus, and Sun in the 11th house. Very, very strong yoga, and it is going to be giving you a lot of wealth enhancement as well. All right. So just do your thing and you rise and shine. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this week starts with a lot of traveling. Maybe, you're going to be traveling. You'll be thinking of changing your place, meeting right kind of people. Maybe you're traveling and you come across somebody and, you start interacting and you find that person very interesting, intriguing, and then you're learning from that person in that process. A long journey, though, is advisable to have these kind of interactions. So that's what is going to be helpful for you when you are paying attention to yourself first. All right, maybe your partner is going to be meeting the siblings, maybe the partner is moving away from here, the place of abode, to the family. So all that is also quite evident. Also, there is a possibility of doing things in a very subtle manner, not to disclose everybody everything. So that is something which that's very latent. And also there is a Saturn energy casting its aspect on Jupiter in the 2nd house. Jupiter is turning direct also. So this is something very positive which is coming your way, because now you're going to be having financial growth. You're going to, whatever financial crunch you were having, you will be coming out of it. Some people from overseas are going to come to your rescue. They're going to be helpful, or maybe there are projects which are lying pending overseas. You're going to be doing and working through that as well. See, you're heading to a peak of Sadasati in case you're looking from Lagna or Moon. And if Moon is in Aquarius of yours, so this is a peak of Sadasati. See, I see from Lagna also, but there's another way to do it. So the Sadasati, how you check. So there's a different way. Also, it is going to be giving you some kind of job change, from next year onwards, especially the place change. So be prepared for it. This is a crucial week, and then we'll be heading to the last, month of the year in December. So whatever plannings you have to do, you should be doing it from now itself, because Saturn is going to be leaving your 12th and it's going to be in your 1st. So think about the hard work is the key. You're going to be putting a lot of effort, only then you will be gaining success, especially next year onwards. So make sure that you're well prepared and you're not being lazy and procrastinating right now. It's not going to help you. Also, there is a possibility of meeting your siblings and maybe taking care of them, talking to them, and also taking some kind of help from them as well. So interaction is the key. Don't cut off from your own people. Nowadays, what's happening, the families are becoming nuclear and not having that kind of connection with your own people around. Your parents, especially, or your uncles, your aunts, you hardly meet, and it's become very difficult. So that's a good remedy. When you meet people, you call people home, they are giving that kind of energy to you, they're imparting that energy to you. So you should meet more people and get connected and take the blessings, welcome them. It's not that just you have to be wasting your time, but yeah, it's a good time for enhancing your skills also. Some specialized skills, you might be just taking advice from the experts, and then you'll be going into that. All right. Coming to the Pisces natives, the last one. So for Pisces natives, this transit is actually of Moon, which I'm talking about, and how is it interacting with other planets. So Moon is in your 8th house to start with, then 9th, and then 10th. So this is the time when you will be having a lot of energy to do things, acquire more knowledge, be more spiritual. So also, how you can handle your money well. So you have those business prospects, business mind working right now. Also, there is a possibility that you're getting, better in your health also, because Saturn is looking at the 8th house. So it gives good health. So now is the time when you will be having those kinds of betterment and improvement overall as well. The picture is looking clearer and better because all the planets were in the 8th house to start with, and then they shifted, and slowly, Venus, after Venus came Mercury, and then came Sun. So, it is a very positive thing because, there is an exchange between Mars and Venus. So Mars comes to its own zone in exchange. So that means your efforts that you will be putting will not go waste. So you have to be more, put that kind of hard work even more. All right. And it is going to be really, helpful. Also, there is a possibility that you leave the right path and follow, follow the, I will not say, destructive path, but yes, something which is very unconventional, just to make money out of money, and you are gradually forgetting your family values, your homeland, motherland. So you have to be very careful when Moon and Rahu are forming a connection. Be careful, though Moon and Ketu combination is deadlier. But take care of your health, take care of your, because Ketu is in the 8th house, take care of your travels also. You will be planning everything, but at the same time, you have to be doing it on the right kind of date. I've mentioned the Nakshatra transit date, so you should refer to that as well. It is going to be really helpful. It's a handy thing in a way. Make notes. Good notes about whatever you're learning, because your teachers and your gurus, they're going to be helpful. You're changing your gurus and you're going to be meeting the right ones now. Also, there is a possibility that your lower abdominal issues are getting a little better. You were having a lot of digestive issues, so now they're getting better. Don't tell lies, don't cook up stories. Rahu's in your 2nd house, so people might buy it, but at the same time, in future you will have troubles. So don't fall prey to your, unnecessary, getting information which is going to lead to a lot of confusion and chaos. So don't fall prey to the fear mongering or whatever, the gossip mongering which is happening around. Okay, take this advice, do this. Okay, I will invest here. I will withdraw money from here. Don't do that. Check the experts. Okay, refer the experts. Maybe discuss your topics with the experts and then come out with the conclusion. All right. And in love relationship, you will not have that kind of success right now during this year. But yeah, next year, Saturn is going to be leaving your 11th house of friends and romance, so all that is going to be getting little better with Saturn transiting inch by inch towards your 12th house. So and of course that's your 2nd house from Saturn's position. So this is going to be a problem here area, when it comes to purchasing of something, so this will give you some complications here and there. But yeah, it is going to be giving you expenditures for sure. So make sure that you are doing it towards the right path. All right. And student natives are going to be traveling overseas. You're going to be traveling overseas. There is a possibility that there are certain, skin rashes that can erupt suddenly at the place of work. They can people who are going to be backstabbing you. Maybe, they will involve you in a gossip, and then they come across that this is not going to help me. So that is the expert advice that you have to take. All right. So this is Rahu here, and the remedy that you can do is of Jupiter. So Jupiter's remedy is to strengthen Jupiter. You should actually be visiting a place where old people live. You should serve them. You should visit the hospitals. That will be good because it is in the 12th sign of the natural zodiac. You must understand the last sign of the natural zodiac, and then starts the whole cycle again. So this is the time when you will be focusing more on improving yourself, acquiring more knowledge, and how you can be the better version of yourself. So Jupiter in the 1st house is getting direct also. Definitely a very positive time for one and all. All right. So I hope I've done justice to the as per the time. I think Scorpio reading was a little less, so I apologize for that. But yes, definitely have a great week, and we have a lot of clustering of planets, conjunction, or maybe with the aspect also. There's close degrees. So you must be very careful about your driving, when you're talking to people, communicating with people. All these you have to be taking care of. Your female counterparts have to be even more, careful about whatever, you're hearing from others. All right. So this is it. And stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.